In this episode, we're going to dive deep into the topic that many dog owners have been misled by: quick fix dog training methods. These methods often promise fast results, but in reality, they rarely provide lasting behavioral changes. While these programs can give owners hope, they often fail to address the core issue that causes behavioral problems in the first place. Let's break down why these methods don't offer long-term solutions and what you should be focusing on instead. All that and more in today's episode. Hello dog lover, my name is Saro. I'm a dog trainer, also coach dog owners. I mainly now coach dog owners, and dog training is something that I want to say I like to do, or I should do, or I want to do, but I focus mainly on coaching dog owners. And one of the things that I like to do is educate dog owners to become educated dog lovers, so they know what they're supposed to do. And in this case, should you use quick fix solutions? Solutions like, board and train programs, shock collars, or intensive weekend workshops that promise to solve your dog's behavioral issues immediately and give you immediate results. Dog owners who are struggling with their dogs, including if the dog is having issues with excessive barking, leash pulling, or other frustrating behaviors, that may feel that you are desperate, and a promise that is given to you that you will have a well dog at the end of this program or whatever it is, and your dreams are going to come true, is false. The first reason is because quick fixes ignore the root cause of those behavioral issues. So when you ignore the root cause of a dog's behavioral issues, what it does, it actually shortens the results that you want to get from that scenario. The problem is that quick fixes appeal to busy dog owners. Underlying issues like anxiety, stress, a broken relationship between dog and its dog owner, and also when you limit the method that focuses only on correction maybe, or obedience even, without focusing on building trust, you are going to have bigger problems. So let's look at board and train programs. Okay, the problem with board and train programs is that, first of all, it's one of the most popular quick fix training programs out there. This is when a dog owner sends their dog to a dog trainer's home or facility, and the dog trainer happens to fix the behavioral issue that this dog has. Basically, the dog trainer trains the dog, and then at the end of the few weeks or few months or whatever it is, the deal is, the dog is returned to the dog owner, and the dog is fixed, and all those behavioral issues are gone. On the surface, it sounds like a great solution. Oh, I'm just going to give my dog to the professional dog trainer, and the professional dog trainer is going to fix my dog, is going to take care of all the issues that I have. But when you send your dog to this type of service, board and train, when you're sending your dog for intensive dog training program, this can backfire for several reasons. Number one is lack of the dog owner involvement. You have to understand that you get a dog because you want to build a relationship with the dog. You want to connect with the dog. You want to have a dog and enjoy the dog, right? And if you're not there to train it, then what's the point of having that dog? Dogs are not objects that you can send them to repair shop, let the repair place repair your dog, and then return to you. Dogs have feelings, emotions, same as you do. And because you were not there to learn exactly what you were supposed to learn, therefore your dog comes back as if hasn't been trained at all, because it hasn't been trained by you. And the other thing is, let's say the dog trainer actually trains your dog, right? Makes it obedient, right? What happens is after the dog comes back to your home, it may be obedient for a day or a week, and then after that it's going to go back to its original setting in a way, uh, because again it was obedient and trained by someone else. It was obedient for someone else. It wasn't obedient for you. And let's say the dog trainer actually trains the dog and returns the dog to you and spends some time to train you as well and shares the information that you need to know. How good can that be? I mean, let's say you're spending thousands of dollars to send your dog for a board and train program for a week or two or a month, whatever it is, let's say 2 weeks. Do you think the information gathered in that 2 weeks, first of all, are valuable? And second of all, would those 2 weeks programs information be transferred to you within an hour or two? Now, the other thing is that I think is misleading as well is there are two types of dog trainers when it comes to also board and train. There are legit board and train dog trainers, and there are not legit ones. The legit ones, even though they are legit, but they will be using certain method of dog training that they don't tell you behind the doors. They will force or use methods or techniques to train your dog that are not ideal, but yet they don't tell you, they don't show it to you, but they are forcing your dog to live hellish life for 2 weeks. Why would you put your dog in that situation? Let's say also that dog trainer is not a legit dog trainer and has no idea how he's supposed to do, but you paid for it, right? And you're sending your dog to somebody who's has no clue of how to train your dog and makes all the mistakes and treats your dog like crap, or in worst case scenario doesn't do anything and shares affection and affection and affection, loves your dog even, and trains it, and then also you're paying for it as well. So in any ways, you're breaking the trust that you want to build between you and your dog, or you have built between you and your dog. You're breaking that trust, because dog training shouldn't be about controlling a dog. Shouldn't be about dog obeying your command. It should be about building trust, relationship, and communication. And in many board and train services programs, dog trainers are using aversive methods that not only abuses your dog, but it creates fear and damages the dog emotional condition. And then that leads for the dog not to trust humans. That leads for the dog not to trust you either. So remember, most dog trainers, they will showcase the good stuff in front store, and in the back, they're going to be using shock collars, prong collars, aversive tools, and method. You have no idea what they do behind closed doors. Now, you have to understand that true behavioral changes requires consistency and also something that we call bonding. The behavioral issues that are driving you crazy in a way or out of hand are often symptoms of deeper problems, such as anxiety, stress, confusion, lack of structured relationship with the dog owner. Quick fixes tend to suppress the symptom and they don't address the root cause of the problem. The reason you have a dog who has behavioral issues is because you didn't focus on consistent training. Training is not one-time fix. It's a lifestyle that requires daily, consistent practices. Many dog owners, they tell me, can I train my dog within 5, 6 weeks, 8 weeks? I say no. Dog training is not something that will happen or will be developed in a period of time. That's why when I work with my clients, I have a lifetime program that we work together, because we can't limit ourselves and our dogs to 6 weeks or 6 months of time and say within this period we will have a trained dog. Training a dog is a lifetime process, and my program is available lifetime to my clients because I want them to have solutions for any time a problem comes, because problems will come. We change, our lives change with our dogs. We go through many changes, many things happens throughout our lives with our dogs. And all these changes can change behaviors as well, behaviors of your dog. So you change, your dog changes, so you have to know how to deal with those. And that's why I'm always there. As long as you have your dog, I'm always there to help you. That's why dog training can't be limited to a certain time. It's a lifetime process. And throughout this process, you have to build trust. Your dog needs to trust you. That your dog needs to feel safe and secure, and that takes time. To build that trust takes time. Every time you work and train your dog, you're building a layer of trust and relationship with your dog. Your dog starts to read your energy. You start to read your dog's energy. And that's how you build that trust and bond and communication. And that is the foundation of dog training. Dog training is not teaching only sit and stay. It is building that foundation of trust, comfort, safety, security, communication, relationship. And if you build that foundation properly and you start building and working on that and start from there, your dog is going to be much more calmer. You're going to be calmer as well. And you can therefore control your dog because your dog is deeply connected to you. So let's talk about long-term solutions. What really works? Instead of relying on quick fixes, think about that training is about developing bond and trust, but also positive cooperative relationship with your dog. The stronger bond that you have with your dog, the more successful you will be in your training. And I guarantee you'll be more successful in your life. Because if you are able to change a dog's behavior, imagine what else you can do. Understanding your dog's needs is the next step. Understanding that behavioral issues usually arise from a dog's needs, physical, emotional, mental, physiological, and needs of a dog not being provided. That's why I suggest you to provide your dog's daily 5 essential needs, which are exercise, training, socialization, care, and affection. You gotta be able to provide these 5 needs of your dogs. Many dog owners also expect to either have a short training session, like 5-minute training session, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 5 minutes training session, or they're expecting to do a 1 hour of training session per week. That doesn't bring consistency. Consistency develops when you are training your dog unknowingly, but intentionally. You're training your dog throughout the day. But also you're setting up a time that you're saying, you know what, I'm going to invest and focus on this training session for 15 minutes a day. But the other hours of the day, you're also practicing and you're still training your dog. Without knowing, without putting pressure on yourself, without calling it training, but you are training your dog. You're building foundation, building trust, building communication and all that throughout the day. And always remember, you need to approach training in a positive energy, positive reinforcement, so-called. It's not about using treats. It's not about not using negative reinforcement. It's about being confident, being firm, being clear, and being positive. I see many dog owners who pretend to be positive, but internally they're angry, they're frustrated, they're sharing negative energy with the dog. Even though internally they're negative, they're sharing negative energy with the dog from outside. They're saying, hey, come here, I have treats, come here. If you come here, I'm going to give you treats. But internally, what they're saying is, damn it, I have to use treats. This dog is not coming to me at all. I have to somehow get this damn dog to come to me. Come on. That's what you're saying internally, but externally, you're showing something else. And that's not positive. That's not positive reinforcement. So understanding that you have to be firm, clear, and confident and positive to train your dog and build that routine and understanding that you have to be consistent, and also going back to the fact, why did you get your dog in the first place? What was the reason that you got the dog in the first place? Go back to that source and attach yourself, your emotion and your feelings to that source, and then review your journey with your dog and see, why is it that you're stuck now? Is it because you rushed? Is it because you ignored? Is it because you got busy with life? Is it because you didn't invest time and energy in your relationship that initially you wanted to build with your dog? So if that's the reason, then go back and fix all those. Don't fix your dog, fix yourself. You can do a quick fix on you, snap out of that mentality that you have to fix your dog quickly. Fix yourself quickly. Remember, quick fixes, they don't create the long-term results that you want. At the end, I want to share with you, if you're looking for a method that offers you a long-term result and empowers you with creating that bond and relationship that you're looking for your dog, check out my online dog training and coaching program, Perfect Dog Plan, which is specifically designed for busy dog owners like you. And also, I want you to remember that dog training is not about controlling your dog's behavior. It's to build a lasting relationship that is based on trust, communication, and love. That's all that matters. You can get all the information in the link below. I hope you enjoyed today's podcast. Until next time, have fun with your dog.